Just that question in your mind. I'm going to repeat it over and over again because I want it to sink into you. Where's your heart? And there's a point of where I want to connect to it. A follow-up question to that question that I really want you to focus in, it will ultimately be connected to that answer, is where do you have Jesus in your life? I'm just going to read quickly in Colossians 3, 1-17. It's Paul writing to the town of Colossus. So I just want to share this. Since then, you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. For you died, and your life is now hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature: sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, the wrath of God is coming. You used to walk in these ways in the life you once lived, but now you must rid yourselves of all such things as these: anger, rage, malice, slander, and filthy language from your lips. Don't lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices and have put on a new self, which is being renewed in knowledge in the image of its creator. Here there is no Greek or Jew, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian, slave or free, but Christ is all and is in all. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you might have against one another. Forgive as the Lord has forgiven you. And over all these things, virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace. And be thankful that the word of Christ dwell in you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all the wisdom, and as you sing psalms, as we did, we sing praise and worship songs and spiritual songs with gratitude in your hearts to God. And verse 17, and whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. As I was standing back there, and I'm watching Tamer get into the praise and worship and trying to get you guys into the praise and worship, I see some of you just standing there. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what to do. I'm not really into it. I find this boring. When's the game? Can we get prizes? And I just started to think to myself, like, I was at one point like that. I come to praise and worship. I come to serve God. And at times, I'm just not in it. And I ask myself, Lord, why does it take a lot for me at times to get into it? I should be able to just come before you, just worship you. If we're honest, the sad thing is, a lot of times, we tend to set God in the compartment. If you ever seen a mailbox at work, and we have a mailbox, and it's just slots, and it has people's information, whenever something needs to be handed out, they put it in separate slots. That's for that person, that's for that person. If that's not really for you, then you don't get one. A lot of times in our life, think about it. Your school, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your family. We all set priorities in what we do. Not that long ago, Pastor was teaching about a lot of times we set lists. For me, I had a list, priority list. One was God, second was my family, and then there's everything else. And when I heard the preaching that he gave, it's like you shouldn't do that. Because when you set God in the list, you're separating him from other things.